Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go.
Wow.
Hey everyone, it is Iced Hazelnut.
Hey, Grape Adler.
Sorry. I had too much sugar, I had too much cake.
Wow.
I had my cake and ate it too. Anywho, today we are talking about
Cooking and baking.
Cooking / baking.
Yes.
So, do you want to start off?
Yeah, I can start out on this
Okay,
one.
go ahead.
So, with the cooking, I'm not the greatest. I can do a pasta, I can do a grilled cheese, I can pour some cereal. With some water, because I don't like milk. Just kidding, I have oat milk now. What else can I do?
Although you did make when
scrambled eggs.
I was ill and Mom was ill.
Scrambled eggs.
And you did the stuffing. Remember you made stuffing?
Oh, I did do the stuffing, yes.
It's excellent. Because everyone loves my mom's stuffing. So she gave her directions on how to do it, and she did it.
Yeah, she just gave, well, like I was going to say, I'm very recipe oriented. I have to have a recipe. And she directed me too, and then I asked her to tweak it, and she's like, you need more broth. She's like, you need more water. You need more water than you think because it's just so dry.
Yeah.
And it was so good that even my brother, who's a stuffing aficionado, connoisseur, didn't realize that I made it. Well, she was sick. It wasn't just
she was sick. I was recovering.
You were recovering.
Couldn't really do anything. Yeah.
And she had surgery. That's what it was.
Yeah.
So she couldn't really lift anything or move or really. So and then my brother was very impressed. He's like, oh yeah, Mom made the stuffing. I'm like, actually no, I made the stuffing. He's like, you did? I was like, I helped.
I more than helped. I did it.
I did it. So,
good job.
Yeah, I need a recipe. I mean, I need a recipe with baking too. But once you get the basics of baking, like you get the eggs, the flour, you know how to cream stuff, put the dry stuff, that's pretty easy, and you can add everything. It's a little more loosey-goosey to me.
Cooking?
Like, yeah. Loosey-goosey.
Yeah, it's like cooking. You can follow a recipe, and then after you do it a couple times, you can tweak it to your heart's content. You know, you know ultimately how it's gonna come out. So yeah, you look at you do a recipe like I said and tweak it and do it how you like stuff.
You're pretty good at cooking. You're good at baking too, but you're pretty good at cooking. You're better than I am. What's your favorite thing to make?
My favorite thing to make? Well, I have my list here.
Oh, okay.
It's a long list, so.
What else were you favorite thing to say? I don't have much. That was pretty much the same points.
That was your points?
Yeah.
Oh.
What's your favorite? What's your least favorite thing to make?
Well, in general, just anything because I hate the cleanup. I really hate the cleanup.
Yeah.
Depending on how, not how hard or.
No. I hate the cleanup because I'm the one who washes the dishes.
Well, so not right now. Yeah. But, yeah.
Then there's dishes that I have. I'm like, can you use every pot next time?
Well,
that's because some people have dietary restrictions in this house.
That's true.
There has to be a special dish made for a certain little some lady.
Yeah.
So.
Called Mom.
Bob.
So, out of the two, cooking and baking, I probably like cooking better, I think. But I do still like some baking, too.
Baking takes patience.
Yeah. So, let me talk about cooking.
Okay.
So, I broke it down to, like, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Oh, like, Jesus. What I like to make.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so for breakfast...
Can't relate.
And I love breakfast, and sometimes I can have breakfast for lunch and breakfast for dinner. Not all 3 meals, but,
Yeah, if we go, not necessarily Denny's, that's not my favorite, or even IHOP, but if there's like a diner that we go to, I will get breakfast. It's dinner. So, go on.
So for breakfast, I like making eggs, and I make them, you can make eggs so many ways. Boiled, scrambled, sunny side. Poached.
I like a poached egg. But it is kind of like a timing thing.
I don't do poached. I do the thing that is kind of like poached, but where you have it on low heat. I do olive oil, and I put them on very low heat, crack them where the yolk doesn't break, cover them completely, and then just watch them and until they are almost cooked, and then I just turn off the flame, and let the steam cook them a little more. And then when those yellows start getting a little white, you know, I don't like, because I like them a little runny, yeah, or gooey. I don't like them totally runny.
That's not poached.
Yeah.
Poached involves
No,
water.
I know, but it's poached like, but I don't, you know. And then that's how I like my eggs.
I tried it once and I effed it up. I was like, never.
I don't have the patience for trying to poach them. Bacon, of course.
I thought you said bacon. Oh, bacon.
Bacon, and Canadian bacon. I like. That's easy. You just cook them in the pan, you know. Yeah. And turkey bacon, I like. I'll cook turkey bacon, tater tots, potatoes. Potatoes are good, but they're more work, of course, because you gotta
peel them,
slice them, and dice them. Yes, exactly. Pancakes I like making, and Grape has an excellent recipe for a pancake mix. When sometimes we run out, but we want pancakes, she found a really good recipe, and they come out so fluffy. And do you remember in general what the ingredients?
It's flour, baking soda, sugar, eggs, and I think it's supposed to be milk.
Right.
But you used half and half, right?
Because we didn't have milk. I took some half and half and added a little water.
Yeah.
So
I think they made them better. So.
Oh yeah.
They're almost kind of like what you get at like IHOP or even McDonald's. Kind of like it had that fluffiness to it.
Yeah.
So.
And eggs in a basket. I love eggs. Eggs in a basket. She doesn't like it, but I love it.
Toad in the hole, some people call it.
Yes. So if you don't know what that is, if some people don't know what that is, it is when you take a piece of bread, and I usually take like a medium-sized glass, and you use the mouth part of the glass and cut a circle in your middle of your bread. And then you take like a soft butter, and you butter both sides of the breads, the whole and the outside part, the outer part, and then you put it in the pan on a medium heat. Have some oil in there, or you can use butter too, a little more butter. And then once that cooks up well, the one side, you turn it over, crack an egg in the middle, and turn the round part too over, and let that egg cook. And I usually cover it and do that thing where it, you know.
Yeah.
And usually, or some people would add the egg in, let the bread and the egg cook on the one side, and then turn it over. But I don't like to do that. I like just to keep it on the one side, and then have the steam finish it off again. Just watch it. And then you just plate it and throw the little round part, crispy round part on top. And I don't know, they call that an egg in a basket.
Gross.
And then I don't like them. Also, I like to do eggs Benedict, and I've made them from scratch. They're excellent. Now, eggs Benedict too, it depends on how you like it. You can do it many different ways.
Oh, yeah,
you can do eggs, you can add veg to it, Canadian bacon, or you can use bacon, have them on biscuit, or have them on bagel.
What are the one place? It just has the hollandaise with the make it.
And the hollandaise, yeah. You make it out of egg yolks. Egg yolks.
And lemon juice.
Lemon juice. And salt.
Cream? Oh, no.
Butter.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
What do they have
You
here?
can just look it up on YouTube, and there's many recipes, and it's a quick thing.
I always see the Irish one. It's like
the Irish one.
There's a one with like Reuben, like what's not Reuben? What's it called?
I don't remember.
Roast beef, some kind of roast beef. You know the corned beef. That's corned beef. Yeah, I always see that one.
Corned beef is good. Yeah, I forget about corned beef. So pretty much that's like the tops for the
cooking and breakfast.
Yeah, breakfast. Grape makes a fantastic quiche.
Oh, thank you.
Her our yearly, and we mentioned it. I don't know where didn't we talk about that?
We were talking about food again. Yeah.
Yeah. So, again. This is what, your 7th or 8th year you
something
made a
like
breakfast quiche.
Finally got it down to a science.
She preps it the night before, so Christmas Eve, and then.
Well, I make it.
Oh, yeah.
And then I let it cool off, and then you can just put it in the fridge, and then you can eat it cold if you want, or you warm it up.
Warm them up, yeah.
So
I like it warmed, for that.
And then you don't really need anything.
Oh yeah, because I suggested maybe we should do hollandaise on it next time. For Christmas.
Yeah, this time because we had found the tater tots and we had the potato patties, those hash browns, and that's what kind of tripped me up was that because they can turn gray.
Oh yeah,
and you have to have them in water. It's too much. So I'm like, if we have tater tots, that way we just have the quiche.
Right.
And then if you want tater tots or fruit, I like to put it next to it. So it's a little easier. But yeah, it's really easy to do that. It's just like a bake too. We've done bakes.
Right.
So. Anyway, go on.
Okay, for lunch, usually we have like 2 meals a day. Sometimes we do a lunchy. And for lunchies, we can do, they're usually light. We do sandwiches, like ham and cheese, or we do a grilled ham and cheese, or just a grilled cheese.
Tuna.
Pasta, tuna. Sometimes they have tuna. I don't like tuna. I hate tuna.
No, you don't like tuna.
But I'll do the canned chicken and do like a chicken salad. Yeah.
I like chicken Waldorf.
Oh, yeah, chicken
Waldorf salad. Yeah,
with the walnuts and
the grapes.
Some people either add grapes or apples. Yeah. Quesadillas.
Yeah, quesadillas is a good one just for midday.
And it's quick. You just throw whatever you have, really. Yeah. You can have ham, cheese,
veg
if it's cooked already. You know, if you have leftover veg from the night before, you can throw that in there.
Usually onion we have in the fridge. So.
And what I like to do is, for the quick ones, I do ham and cheese, throw it in the toaster oven, fold it over, and they get nice and puffy. So you just gotta watch them, make sure.
I guess that's another thing I make. Yeah. I make mine on the skillet. I like it in the skillet. So
what? Quesadilla?
Quesadilla,
yeah. And again, I mentioned breakfast for lunch. Sandwiches. So breakfast sandwiches for lunch. And usually we like them on bagel. Sometimes we have them on muffin. So it's egg, bacon, or egg and turkey bacon, a slice of cheese.
Croissant if I have it, if I bought it.
Yeah, and either on a croissant or a bagel. Or
bolillo, if you go to the Mexican market.
Bolillo is so good, yeah.
Mexican market.
And, chicken salad I put on there. For dinner, I like to make meatball sandwiches. That's a new one. Because my brother really loves meatball sandwiches. So I make those. Not from scratch. I've made meatloaf from scratch before. I haven't done that in a long time. And I think I've made meatballs from scratch two times. But it's been a while.
They're just very labor intensive.
Yeah. So, but usually we buy them. So I make meatball sandwiches, ramen, and I use zhuzh. I add stuff to the ramen. Like, you can buy your basic of the most basic, cheap ramen, but if you add stuff, especially sesame oil. Oh my gosh,
boiled
it makes such a big
egg.
difference. You could add teriyaki sauce too.
Green
boiled egg.
What is it? Green onion.
Green beans. Green onion. Green onion.
I'm trying to see what's in there. I'm trying to.
And usually with the veg, I like stir fry it in the pan.
I usually add carrot. I like carrot.
So, yeah, stir fry the veg real quick, and then throw them in your broth. So it's really good.
Aldi has a stir fry that they sell.
Yeah. Pasta with meatballs. That's another one everyone likes. Burgers. If we don't get the store-bought rounder ready, I will just make it. The only thing I like to add, especially because my mom can't have a lot of, no pepper for her. So I avoid pepper. Is salt and parsley. Especially with the turkey burgers. That tastes really good.
And the chicken. Because ground chicken is very inexpensive.
Tasteless.
Yeah, and tasteless.
So. Yeah. So.
Well, no, that's why I like making them burgers, because you put a bunch of stuff in it. Not a bunch, but you know.
Right. And beef and turkey, like steaks. Do quick steaks, do them on the grill or do them pan fried. Make tacos, nachos. Ooh, remember the super nachos?
Super nachos.
You put whatever you want on it, man. Beans and ground beef or chicken and cheese.
That was one
avocado,
of the
guacamole, whatever.
Sour cream.
That was cilantro is to me one of the key ingredients. It tastes really good.
It tastes like soap.
And then salsa verde. I love salsa verde. Yeah.
That was one of the ones at the kids at Target. Was to make nachos.
Wow. And then
I was like, I could make that cheaper.
And the tortilla too is a key thing too. And we usually like the natural. I don't know. I can't remember the brand, but it's the natural chips. El Milagro, is it?
Yeah,
El Milagro?
That's the one.
Yeah, the natural chips. Yeah.
So.
Then you do a chicken soup. I've done chicken or beef soup in the crock pot. So fresh chicken, all the veg, chop everything up or cut everything up, throw it in that crock pot, and it's so good.
I think the chicken soup is good, but I think it's better the next day.
Yeah.
The beef is good anytime.
Yeah, because it marinates, the flavors all marinate overnight.
I mean, the beef is good too, but beef just has a little more flavor. So
chicken breast, pan fried or grilled. I like doing that too. And then just salad, but we like our salads. We like to zhuzh our salads up. Lettuce. I love a little lettuce, but I like what is that called? Spinach the most, yeah.
Olives.
I love spinach.
Cucumbers, tomatoes. I like wonton strips on mine instead of croutons.
Sesame seeds. I love sesame seeds.
Or pepitas.
Pepitas, yeah.
What else was there? What else do I put in? Olives. Green pepper when they have available.
Cheese sometimes.
Cheese,
shredded cheese. Shredded, I think, is the
shredded
best.
cheese, yeah. That's what I liked. It's just kind of a simple salad, too, but yeah. Artichoke when they're inexpensive.
Yeah.
Sometimes they can be a little expensive,
yeah.
but artichoke's really good to put in there.
And then, you just, we usually have 2 or 3 salad dressings because people like the different dressings.
Yeah, we got
it's like
olive oil.
I'm olive oil and vinegar myself.
Yeah.
I like that. Or the, what is that
Olive
called?
Garden?
Olive Garden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one, too.
Let's see, what else? Anything else? Oh, holidays. For holidays, I usually make cranberry relish or
sauce.
Yeah, cranberry sauce or relish and with fresh cranberries, and everybody loves that. And I do the mashed potatoes. It's just simple, basic. Again, because my mom can't have pepper, I don't add pepper to my mashed potatoes. I'll add water, butter,
sour cream,
yeah, and that's pretty much it. And salt, a little salt. And sweet potatoes with the marshmallows, and I add brown sugar to my sweet potatoes. And what else? I think that's it. And yeah, because my little nephew loves the marshmallows on top. He loves it. And at first he would eat, just the top, but now he eats the sweet potato.
Yeah,
too.
he likes loves
the
sweet potatoes.
sweet
they're
potato.
sweet, so why wouldn't you eat it? You put the brown sugar in too, so.
Yeah. And then the only other thing is, under the baking category, what I like to do and have done in the past, like when I was like in high school, I've made pies from scratch. Pumpkin. And I hate pumpkin. I won't eat it, but everyone said it was good. So as long, I followed the recipe and it was good. And pecan. I've made a pecan pie from scratch.
Didn't you make a German chocolate?
Chocolate cake. I made German chocolate cake from scratch. And that turned out good. But but it's a little more labor intensive.
Yeah.
But it was really good. And yeah, basic cakes like box cakes. And if you follow a recipe, as long as you follow the recipe, you're good to go.
Box cakes now, the one that I made had 3 eggs. Usually I only have 2, so they push it up. Because
to make it more moist.
I usually put it because I was usually putting 3 anyway because it was too dry.
Right.
But to make it moist, I put 3. So now they're putting in 3. So in
they've
the recipe.
learned. And bread, I've made French and white bread. So and everyone seems to love them. So
yeah, those are labor intensive too because you gotta wait for the rising.
Yeah, well, it's waiting on the rising. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you make?
Oh, tortillas too. I've made from scratch, but that is labor intensive.
Well, we need a press.
We need the tortilla.
That
press.
was the problem with it because I was I was always too afraid of stretching it too much or not enough.
Oh, right. Yeah, we do need a tortilla press.
What was the one? I was gonna ask you. Did you make the German chocolate frosting by scratch too?
Yes.
What is that?
I can't remember, but
because it's coconut, right?
Coconut and I can't
flakes
remember what else.
That you put it because that's why some people don't like it because of the texture, but I love it.
Is it a pecan bits?
I think it's
crushed pecan or something.
But what's the sauce? Like
I can't remember.
I'd have to look it up too.
Yeah, the recipe on how to. Yeah,
I was trying to see if you remember.
No, because it was such a long. It had to be like 25 years ago at least. But yeah, as far as baking, and I baked, cupcakes, of course, the box ones. Do cupcakes, and I've made cookies, but I'm not. It's okay. Cookies are okay, but grape is so much better at making
make them.
Yeah.
I like to make my bars because they're easier too.
The bars are really good.
You get what is it? The 8x8 we have upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And you do it's one of the recipes in the Aldi chocolate chips. That's the one I follow. Because it just depends on the ratio.
Never do a blonde brownie in front of me because white chocolate does not exist.
God damn. Jesus.
I'm just saying, it's true.
It's true.
There's no such thing as white chocolate.
It's just, it's like a cocoa
End of
butter.
story.
It's like a fake cocoa butter, I think. I forgot what they called it, but yeah. It's either chocolate or nothing.
There you go.
What is it? They call it vanilla bark. I think they ended up calling it.
Something like that.
So some people call it vanilla bark, but yeah.
Like, whatever. You're not really chocolate. You shouldn't be called a chocolate.
The one thing I do like to do with, because I can make the pasta, is taking pasta and then like a can or a pouch. I like to get the pouches of jerky with cold pasta. That's good. With some olives.
Oh, okay.
I can do that.
Yeah.
So.
You know the one thing I've never made. Well, I think I have made it. I just don't. I can't remember. I think I have done like a bake.
Scones? Oh.
Pasta bake, but Mom makes really good lasagna. Mm-hmm. She does meat. She'll do a meat one, and she'll do
a veggie one.
Yeah, like a spinach one. Oh, it's so good. She hasn't done that in a long time. It's like, ooh.
What was the one? Didn't you used to do scones too?
Oh yeah, I made scones from scratch. Those were easy actually.
Yeah, those are pretty easy.
It seemed easy. Oh, I made cinnamon rolls during the pandy.
Oh, that's really good, those cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, to try something different. And I was coming out of a really, really serious health issue. And when I was able to, I started cooking.
Oh, yeah, because I had to... Yeah. You had to shred the butter cold.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. I'm like, oh, never done this before. But yeah, they were really good. You have to do that again.
And you made the frosting part of the...
Yes, I did make like a cream cheese frosting. Yeah.
That was really good. And what else? I think that's when I did the bread, too. I did the first French bread. Mm-hmm. And then I made it, at least 2 other times, the French bread. And then I made a white loaf, which was really good, too.
That French bread didn't have a chance in this house.
No, it didn't. It was like gone. My nephew kept asking me, he's like, when are you going to make bread again? When are you going to make bread again?
I forgot what I was reading about a baguette. There's like a law that if you don't have a certain amount of something, I saw it on Instagram.
It's not considered baguette?
Correct. Oh. I forgot I have to read it to you, so yeah.
Interesting.
Certain amount of fat in the butter or something about a certain amount of butter in the recipe, I think. Don't quote me on that, but yeah. I was like...
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I think the density. I think they're
is it French bread or is it baguette? So.
Baguettes seem more dense.
Yeah, they
for
do.
Sure. So that's got to be it. The butter content. Anything else? How about you?
I think that's about it. Just my tuna, which you hate.
You know what I want to try one day that I haven't as far as cooking. Let's talk about that.
Oh God.
Macarons. I've never made a macaron.
Good luck. They just look difficult to me.
Really?
Yeah. I made meringue. Yeah. But I had a mixer for that. I don't have a mixer anymore, so
yeah.
That's the thing.
Her KitchenAid.
R.I.P.
Bit it.
R.I.P.
You use it quite a bit.
Yeah. Maybe take a chance again at what was I saying? What were those poached eggs?
Okay.
Maybe I need to do a different. I want to do a different kind of cookie too this year. I'm not sure what.
Oh, different kind of cookie? Mm-hmm. Oh, she does madeleines, too, from scratch.
I need another pan. I only have one pan.
But it makes, 4 cookies?
No, it makes like 8. But
okay.
Because I have so much batter. Oh. But the rule is you can't use it until it cools down. Oh. And so I can't take them out until it cools, and then I can't use it until it cools down.
Yeah.
So I need to invest in a bigger or another pan for madeleines. Because, those are really good. Those are really easy. Mm-hmm. You just need the pan for it.
Right.
I would love to try a cheesecake, but I need a springborn.
A spring pan?
Pan, yeah. Form, that's what it's called. Born. Form. Yeah. That, and you just have to put it in water, but we have a roasting one. Uh-huh. So.
Oh my gosh, the dog's going crazy. I don't know if you guys can hear her.
I don't know what's wrong.
She hears a neighbor.
Yeah.
And then that's when she goes ballistic.
She thinks it's her dada or her brother.
Yeah.
So.
Anywho.
Yeah, so cheesecake would be interesting to try. But yeah, you gotta put it in water bath. But I can do the water bath because we have the roasting pan. So.
Yeah, that's true.
And before I didn't have that, now we can.
That's true.
I didn't have that pan, so maybe I could do that. I like to take a stab at cheesecake. Or I could just buy the tub from Philadelphia. Have you seen those big tubs of cheesecake?
No.
And you just put it in a pie crust or whatever kind of crust you want. You know, you just form it yourself and then you put it in the fridge.
Oh my God.
Or what some people do is just dip graham crackers in and just eat it like that.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say, when I made the pies, I made the crust from scratch too.
Yeah, you made the crust. I don't make the crust from scratch.
Yeah, that wasn't that hard. Yeah. But yeah, again, it takes time. But if you have the time, why not?
Yeah.
I wonder how many people cooked more or learned more, tried more things during the pandy too. Mm-hmm. It's just interesting.
I would like to take a stab at either a sweet potato or a pumpkin this year.
Pie.
Because I did sweet potato a couple of years ago and someone sliced into it during the dinner.
Whatever.
Because someone didn't make sweet potato.
I wanted sweet potato with my meal, okay?
I made a sweet potato pie. I'm like, oh my gosh, you ruined my pie. You cut my pie.
It was going to get eaten anyways eventually.
Wasn't the point.
Whatever.
Whipped cream and everything for that.
Whatever. I've even made apple pies, I think.
Yeah, you've made pies that you don't eat. You don't like apple and she doesn't like pumpkin.
I'll eat it now, apple more than
she used to,
before.
yeah.
But I don't like. I love pumpkins. I love the look and the aesthetic of pumpkins and carving them. But I don't like the taste.
They're 99 cents.
Oh my gosh!
I am surprised they had pumpkins left, or they were still good at Myers.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, some people use them for the fall just to decorate. So it doesn't even. So, but still, I'm shocked. They might
not be cooking pumpkins, but
yeah. Oh no, they're not cooking pumpkins. Those are different.
She made pumpkin seeds. They turned out really good this year. So we had. I
gotta be careful because of the fiber with that.
Yeah, 3 pumpkins worth of seeds. So, and what was your main takeaway from how to do that? Is that you have to really let them dry good?
You have to put them out enough to they're all.
You soak them.
You soak them, yes, because I try to get the guts and just let them soak, and then you have to put them out. I used to have 2 trays, but one year they kind of got moldy on me before they could dry. They were too together, so I had to spread them out in 3 trays. But what I did this year is because I'm like, man, they are not drying. I took each tray, put the pumpkins seeds in a bowl, and then I wiped down the tray, like really dry, and then I put it back, and they dried quicker that way, or more quick.
Gotcha.
Because, now I forgot what I was going to say now. Yeah, so it was just to take out the moisture. Because they were
as much moisture
as moisture as I could, especially because it's humid here. So.
Oh yeah, true.
So our little friend is back.
I know our little friend.
So that was the one. I guess you could boil them and then put them on the tray and bake them. Because I was under the impression you had to let them dry again.
Oh.
But I guess you don't. I guess you can just bake them. But.
Gotcha.
That was just me. Anyway, so. But yeah, so that's the one trick or tip I have. Is to if they don't dry, if they're not drying after about 24 hours or even 12 hours, just take them off the tray. Don't put them on parchment and don't put them on a paper towel because they will stick to it.
Oh.
I learned that the first year.
Whoops.
So, yeah, you just want to take off the moisture and then put them back and spread them out and then they'll dry fine and they won't stick to anything.
Right.
So, yeah, that was my other tip. Don't put them on anything except for a metal or a plastic tray or plate because...
But they're really good, and I do like them. I like store-bought ones, but yeah, I think homemade ones or homemade baked ones are the best.
Roasted.
The best. And you can put really any flavoring you want on
People
it.
like them sweet. People like them spicy, savory. So.
I just like them salty.
Yeah, I just like them salty too.
Yeah,
so
they're really good.
Oh, I was going to say something.
Oh, and popcorn. Great makes great popcorn.
Oh, thank you. Yes,
We've
I
talked
do
about
popcorn.
that before too.
Yeah,
so.
I'm talking about popcorn.
Yeah.
Let's see. I was going to say something else and now I can't remember. Not potato. Pumpkin pie. Cheesecake.
That you want to make?
That I want to make, yeah. I'll take a stab at. Yeah, I don't remember. Go on. So. Any meals.
And I've made, I grill too, so I've grilled turkey, all kinds of meats, bratwurst. And the trick about the bratwurst and how it comes out really good is you parboil them, you boil them, make sure you poke, not a lot of holes, but some holes in them. Parboil them and then stick them on the grill, and they come out so good.
The zucchini is my favorite on the grill. Oh,
just with the grilled olive zucchini, olive oil and salt. That's all I put. And my uncle's like, "These taste fantastic. What the heck? What did you put on them?" I'm like, "Just salt and olive oil." He's like, "Really?" They just loved it, so that was cool.
Yeah. That's a really good way, especially when you have those big zucchini.
Yeah,
you can just make like your own like sandwich out of that because grill it because those things are huge.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah. Oh, and also pineapple rings. Pineapple slices are good on the grill. Peaches. Did we do peaches this year?
We didn't do peaches this year. I forgot. I just completely forgot. Yeah. I mean, we still can. Everybody grills. There's someone who grills all year round around here, and it gets down to 0 degrees. So once it hits 20 or 30 again, they'll start. There's a neighbor around here that will grill. So there's always that one neighbor.
You walk out, it's like, oh, I smell grill. It smells so good. I've been smelling a lot of fires, fire pits or fires.
It's cold. It's 40-ish degrees here, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think
that does it for now.
Yeah.
So, thanks for listening, and catch you later.
Bye.